Hi guys, how are you going? So I thought I'd put this Facebook Live on today to explore a little more about what daring to be you is about. Okay, so I've had a number of people actually send me messages asking me, how can you dare to be yourself? Okay, so there are a number of different things which come into daring to be yourself. The first steps are, however, finding out who you are. Finding out what you like, what you don't like, finding out the things that you stand for, the things that you don't stand for. Okay, and then from there it moves on to actually, well, what will you put up with? What won't you put up with? And those things that you won't put up with, actually just eliminating those from your life. There is, however, an element of excitement and fun in actually daring to be yourself as well. Like, for example, I've been on a number of holidays on my own, and I'm not afraid to go on holidays or to go to a restaurant on my own, or to even, go and see a play on my own. Why is that? Because I know that they will make me happy. I absolutely don't need to wait around for other people to be ready or to want to actually go and do those things with me. Generally, when we're waiting for someone else, like we've invited them to come and, they're like, oh no, I can't do it this week. And so, in the past, I might have put things off and waited until the next week for them to actually, be ready and be able to actually do things with me. But now it's like, well, you know what? My world does not revolve around other people. It revolves around me and who I am and what I am about. So I go and do the things that I think are going to be fun. I may invite people from time to time to go and do things with me. And if they say no, it's no skin off my nose, because I'll just go and do them anyway. Now, I know a lot of people are afraid of being judged, when they go and do things on their own, but there's nothing to be afraid of. In fact, for me, it's been the direct opposite of that. For example, I've been on holidays on my own, and I've quite enjoyed them because I've been out and about and I've been able to do things on my own and meet new people. And these new people are, they become really good friends of mine, and we go and do things together on those holidays as well. And you don't have to compromise on who you are when you're on those holidays on your own because someone else in your group wants to do something else, You can just go and be yourself, be happy. I went on a cruise on the South Pacific, in the South Pacific Islands a number of years ago, and it was amazing. Like, seriously, I went there on my own, and I visited a number of different islands, throughout the cruise and stuff, and I got to actually go and visit the places and go touring in different parts of those islands on my own, and it was magnificent. It was so beautiful. I mean, you've probably seen some of my photos of of the islands and so forth, right? What about, okay, so when it comes down to your birthdays, right? I know a lot of people like to celebrate their birthdays with their friends and that sort of stuff, but for me, it's been very different because my birthday is when the school holidays are on, and a lot of my friends always seem to plan to go on holidays either with their partners or with their children around that time. So I don't actually get to spend time with my friends. I actually go and celebrate by in my 30s, I celebrated my birthday with the skydive, and that was on my own, and that was facing my fear of heights. What was it? Mid-30s, I went around a V8 supercar racetrack, and that was so awesome, I when was it? A couple of years ago. I also went on a balloon ride, a hot air balloon ride over Melbourne City, and that was amazing. And I did that on my own, and I got some really great pictures from it. You know, daring to be yourself is also daring to get out there and do things on your own. Be an individual. Don't be this group person, this person who always hangs out in a pack when they're out. You don't have to be. Embrace your individuality. Be who you are. For example, you guys have all seen parts of my journey this year through my Facebook posts and also through my Facebook Live videos. Now, if it hadn't have been for COVID and the lockdown, you may not have even have seen me in a Facebook Live, and before I started the Facebook Lives, I was afraid of video cameras, and the way that I got around that was, I had a couple of people challenge me on it, and I challenged myself. And with that challenge, it actually brought me out of my shell. It brought me to you. And I know you guys like my posts, and I know that you guys also like seeing my Facebook Lives because you get something out of it. You learn something from it. Well, I've been challenging myself for the Facebook Lives now for a few months now. I'm actually doing a 90-day challenge at the moment. And that's been going really, really well because, you know what, I don't have nerves in front of the camera anymore. Yes, I still stumble every now and again. I might do an and an here, but I'm a lot more fluent in front of the camera. I'm a lot more relaxed in front of the camera. I can say what I need to say in front of the camera now, whereas previously I couldn't. I've even sung in front of the camera for you guys. I've danced in front of the camera for you guys, And, so what I'm trying to say here is daring to be you is about you and only you. It's not about other people. It's not about sacrificing your life and your happiness for other people. It's about getting to know you, what makes you tick, what makes you happy, and what things you can do to challenge yourself to bring you out of your own shell and to be able to nourish and nurture that inner child within you who is screaming to get let out because you've been sacrificing for so long for others that you no longer know who you are. Anyway, so I've also had a couple of questions about, so how do you go on those holidays on your own? Well, it's actually quite simple, right? You're not going to want to hear this, but I have a look online, I check out the places that I want to go to, I check out the prices, I book it in, I pay for it up front. Once I've paid for it up front, for me there is no backing out of it whatsoever. I will just go and do it because I know that I've paid for it, and for me backing out may mean losing the money that I've already used to pay for that holiday. And yeah, sure, it can be a little bit freaky being around other people that you don't know on your own, but you get used to it. You embrace who you are, you get to know who you are better, you become more comfortable with being around other people, being around people that you don't know. And that's the beauty of being yourself, is being comfortable within your own skin. Being comfortable with who you are when you're out and about and not sacrificing that for anyone. It's all about self-love, self-care, self-respect. It's letting people know that, there are lines that can't, you know, that you won't stand for to be crossed. It is letting people know that if they cross those lines, that, you know, that you won't stand for it, and that they may be, for lack of a better word, banished, you know. It is also letting people know who you are, what you want, what your thoughts are, how you feel. You know, you can't keep your thoughts and your feelings locked up inside yourself all of the time, because eventually you're just going to want to scream and let them out. And that is not a very healthy way to be. So you always need to be constantly evolving and changing and looking at yourself and your situation and figuring out what's going to make you happy, what's going to help you challenge yourself to be a better person if you're not happy with who you are right now. Anyway, that's enough from me. I am going to go now. So if you'd like to actually leave in the comments below what you think daring to be yourself is about, and, you know, what are some of the things that you have actually done in your life to be yourself and to challenge yourself and to change if you needed to change, because I'd absolutely love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching, and I shall speak to you again tomorrow. Have an absolutely awesome Sunday. See ya.